Okay, I'm going to talk about how God has mercy on us and about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So when I read Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, I want you guys to listen to the story, not only to the words, but to what God's message is to you. So when I read this, listen for God's voice, not like, don't listen to it like someone's talking to you, but listen to it through your heart. And everybody sins. In Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, it doesn't say that they sin, but everybody sins, and God still loves them. And if you sin in your life, everybody has. And if you sin in your life, God will always forgive you, and He will always love you. And so, when I read Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, I want you to know that God will forgive you, and even though God saved them, that doesn't mean that God's happy that they sin. God is disappointed when we sin, but He always forgives us, He still loves us, and He's not mad. And I just want you guys to know that before I read this. So, right now I'm at King Nebuchadnezzar, and he is the king. He thinks he's Mr. Know-it-all. He thinks he gets everything that he wants. He thinks that he is everything. So, I'm going to read this. King Nebuchadnezzar made an image of himself in gold. In the city, it stood high, 6 cubits wide, and 60 cubits high, and 6 cubits wide, and set it upon the on a plain of Dura, in the province of Babylon. He then summoned the satraps, perfect governors, and added advisors. And so those are like his officials, and officials are people who support him and take care of his everyday life. So this is going to take up a lot of time, the whole entire story, and so I'm going to sum it up a little bit. So basically what happens is he's going to play all these different instruments, flute, anything that you think of. So when he said, when you hear these instruments, you are going to fall on your knees. You're going to fall, and you're going to respect me. You're going to think I'm God. So everybody's like shaking their head, and they're saying the music, and then they hear the music. They all fall. They say, "Long live the king." And so these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they all sin. God still all loves them, but they ask for forgiveness. So he says, they just go on with their daily lives. They hear the music. Oh, that's some nice music. So they just go on, listening to the music, maybe dancing, So after that, the guards come, check everybody as they still bow, and they see Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So they take them to the king, and the king was furious. And he said, and before, I forgot to include this, before the music, he said, "If you don't bow to me, I'm going to throw you into a fiery furnace." And so the king saw them, and he was furious, absolutely furious, like kicking it around, screaming, throwing a big tantrum, thinking that everybody should bow to him and should be with him. So when he saw them, he said, "Did you hear the music?" And they said, "Yes." Did you listen to what they said? And they said, "Yes." And so he got even more furious, and he said, "Put the furnace, make it as hot as possible, and make it come out, and make them go in." And he said, "Bring my best guards, bring the ones that are the strongest and the most obedient. And so when they came out, he was furious. And when the guards threw them in, they died as they threw them in. But they didn't die when they got thrown in. When King Nebuchadnezzar saw and looked inside the fiery furnace, he saw 4 figures, not 3. Not Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, 4 figures. And they came out, not a singe on their clothes. They didn't see a hair on their clothes that wasn't burnt off. It was all the same. And when he walked out, he asked them, who was that 4th person? And he said, God. And they said, God sent them. And so King Nebuchadnezzar, he turned himself to God. And when he turned himself to God, it's amazing because he thought he was everything. He thought that he knew it all. He was the best. Couldn't get better than him, but it could. And I'm gonna do a little skit. So I'm gonna need some volunteers. And I already chose them, so I'm gonna have them come up. And so when they come up, I'm gonna give them a piece of candy. Okay.
What? Aren't you supposed to be 4 people?
Oh, just 2. Okay, so I'm gonna give them each a piece of candy. Here. Okay, I want you guys to eat it as quick as you can. Take it up. I'm Satan right now. That's my sin. I'm giving it to them. I want you guys to eat up as fast as you can. Take care of it. Get it away. 1 second.
It's really tricky.
Okay, so right now I'm giving them my sin. I'm Satan, and God's saying you guys shouldn't have done that. You should take the sin. So, and He knows that I'm gonna trick them. I'm gonna trick them. So you guys are almost done, right? You want more, right? Do you guys want more?
Maybe.
Okay. You can't have any more. You can't have any more. It's my sin. You can't have any more. Sorry. You can't have any more. I'm saying I'll trick you as much as I want. You can't have any more. You want more? You can't have any more. Sorry. What does that make you feel like? Deceived? Kind of?
Yeah. I wasn't sure if I actually wanted any.
You can't have any more.
I wanted any.
But I don't. So right now we're switching characters. So now I'm God. So you guys want forgiveness, right? I forgive you. You guys want forgiveness?
Yeah.
Okay, I forgive you. You made a mistake. People make mistakes. So what do you think you fell for?
That's right.
Yeah.
I was right.
He tempted you. So when you felt deceived, that was like a little bit of heaven. That was like a little bit of sin. You want it really, really good. And so when you get that little bit, you want more of it. But Satan, it's a temptation. Satan will sometimes give you more, sometimes won't. He wants to make you feel bad. He wants to make you not feel like you should have done that. So now I'm God. So I'm gonna say, do you believe in me? Do you absolutely believe in me?
Yeah, I'm gonna start reading the Bible.
Okay. So
No, I'm serious.
when you start reading it, you're gonna figure out that God will give you eternity of that little glimpse of what it feels like to be up there. That's like 300.
Kind of like how if you get that little bit of candy, you want more. But if you read a little bit of the Bible, you want more.
And you get more.
Yeah.
So
Reading the Bible is a good thing, but having Satan trick you and getting more is bad.
is like, compare this to this. What does this look like? Does it look really good? Which one?
It looks delicious, but that one is better.
Yeah. So this one gives you eternity. You can take it, you can read it, and when you want more, open it up again. You can read the same thing over and over and over. And that's one of the things that happens. It's like candy. You want more, but Satan won't give it to you. But when God, you ask him, here you go.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys take that? Read a little bit.
Pass it down.
Pass it down. Yeah. So, what do you? Cause that feels pretty good, right?
Yeah.
You get to trust in God.
I like the story of Noah when he built the ark. It's a good one.
So, so everybody has a temptation. Everybody takes a temptation, but Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, we've all resisted it. We've all not taken it. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they took on some of the biggest things. And when they took on that big thing, Satan threatened them. He said, "You're gonna die," but he didn't. So I'm gonna give you a little bit more, and I want you guys to give a big hand for my two helpers. So what do you think they felt like when they were deceived? When I said, "You can't have any more. Can't have any more of my sin. It's mine. Gave you some there. Don't get any more." What do you think that felt like?
They felt like mad.
Yeah, kind of mad that they didn't get anything.
They were probably
Yeah, kind of embarrassed that when they asked for something they didn't get it. How else do you think they felt?
sad.
Kind of sad that they didn't get any more. Yeah, those are all feelings that when you don't get what you want, you don't get it. But when you ask God for something that's good, don't ask God for like sin. Like, I want some candy, God. Give it to me now, so I'm not going to give you anything else. That's not cool. But when you ask for something like, God, I want eternity. I want something that I can have this whole entire life till the day I die and till the day I go up to heaven. So when you take that, you can hold on to it as long as you want. And even more, and more, and more. It just keeps coming. It's like a long licorice, just, when is this gonna stop? It's so good, and it's not bad for you. It's not bad for you. You don't get sick from it. And when Satan says, "No, you can't have any more of my sin," he's actually helping you. He doesn't realize it. When he does something, sometimes it helps you realize things, and sometimes it makes you feel worse. Sometimes he just wants you to feel bad for the sake of it. And just to make you guys feel like, I feel horrible. I feel like I was deceived. I'm sad I didn't get my candy. I mean, I was tricked. But God, he doesn't trick you. That's not him. He will give you eternity, and when you take this, it's going to go up, it's going to go down here, it's everywhere. So when we break up into small groups, I want you guys to ask the leader's going to ask you, what do you think that message is to you when I read Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? So thank you for listening.